Took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
First down, Peyton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, one alert. Motion. Reset.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Red, 54 is smooth. 54. Okay, double up.
Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Hey, Steve 6.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 49.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Gator. Coming to you, coming to you. Blue draw Porter. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the second down throw on target, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Young on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Rip right, rip right. Kill, kill, kill.
To throw is Young. To throw again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first and 10, Young. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Young working out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Young. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Young. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble. Knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
First down, Young. He's going to take a shot for the end zone from 21 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. Now Trubisky on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Break. Go 58's the mic. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now on second and 16. Young. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Third and long for Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down, Chicago.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch. Hey, ball. 54. Go. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Completes it to Coleman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Bravo! SOS.
18.
Showing it. Motion!
Here's Trubisky. On the screen, this is Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Alert! And let's pin the mirrors back and go, alert!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Shoot! 80 weapons. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 5-yard line.
On the double.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Oh, you got deep?
Out of the gun, it's Young. And, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Hey, wahoo!
Here we go. Mike 5-4.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. General West. Look at me. Door, door. Look at me. Zipper. Switch.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 72 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick 1st down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's got Burton here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check, check. Watch 54.
On 2nd down, Peyton.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
49, 49's a Mike, 49's a Mike.
Throwing here, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Alert, 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 alert.
On first down, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming. 25, check 25, check 25.
Young now. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Young on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now Trubisky to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
In your face. Hey, watch that, Check him.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Haywood!
Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the press, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming up.
Look. Squeeze.
Jim. Check. Watch the shift. Hey.
Now Young. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and short yardage, Young. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Throwing, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's ball. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Lobo.
Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. No chance.
Looking to throw on second down. Young. That'll be complete to Breida.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
On the ball.
Now Washington. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Hey, lock it. Check.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Protein spill.
Check 4. Check 24, check 24. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Check.
Topper. Lead grip.
Now it's Breida. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Fair.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Red, jump.
I'm going to come back to you.
Alert.
Watch twins. Back.
Trubisky will throw. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Peyton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? they're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Second and 9.
Let's go, Dean, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd and 9. Young looking left side, and he's got a man. It's ball. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Sam off.
Crash. Check 3.
Get it.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Charlie.
I know he ain't got it.
Right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Alert. Alpha.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Lock in. Hey, exit.
He can't get up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They'll give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
One last shot for Trubisky. He'll bite, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these